I think we can all agree the car chargers suck. Not only are they an eyesore, they don't really work, and when they do, you probably forgot them at home while you're on your 3-hour trip with a flat phone. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to install an OEM looking charger so that never happens again.
Damn! Leave a like and subscribe.
Okay, so first things first, we are going to be unwrapping the package from Temu, so you can see what we're working with today. And if you guys are wondering why you can hear frogs, it's because I live next to a jungle. This is the empty plot next to where I stay, very wet, almost swamp-like, and that's why you can hear all these creatures, basically. So please bear with me. Okay, so I decided just to unwrap it, unbox it, whatever you want to call it. By the way, if you guys haven't heard, I'm using a new Boya mic. I hope the audio is fine. Anyways, moving on. This is the outer packaging. This is the inner packaging, this bubble wrap. These are not instructions, rather it's the name of the product. As you can see. And then, again, the product itself, the charger itself, in a Ziploc bag. Okay, so this is what we are looking at. We can just focus. There we go. Some writing on it. Not too bad looking. It looks almost just like a blank off. So it looks very factory. Hopefully, when we install it, the fitment will be fine. Okay, let's get to it. To remove the center console, just get your fingers underneath it at the back and pull up. Easy as that. Just pull up. So we just need to pull the handbrake a bit higher. There we go. Like that. You can slide right off. Now, what does it look like after you're done? Okay, now to remove this whole piece, I want you to come here. I want you to take this rubber piece, and it should just clip out, revealing 2 screws. Now bear with me, please, bear with me. I'm using one end here, but yeah, it is a size 20 or whatever this is. Is it a Torx? I don't know. Is it an X? I don't know, but it's working. Okay, so now that we've removed that, should just be able to unclip. Alright, and now, do I do it from behind? Oh, there we go. There we go. And just like that, Bob is your uncle. Now the question is, do we remove it completely, or do we just move it one side? Okay, so what we ended up doing is we just ended up twisting it to the side like this. We're just trying to get access to the wiring that's behind here. I'll give you guys a better angle when I get to that, but now we have to remove the radio. So before we go any further, I just want to apologize for the audio quality. I know I mentioned at the start of the video that I had a new mic, but I clipped it on wrong because I'm not used to things and the audio is going to sound a bit muffled. I apologize. Okay, now remove these. Yes. Oh, check. There we go. Sun blank out. So once the buttons popped out, to disconnect them, you need to squeeze the tab on the side and pull. What I love about these connectors is that blue is for unlock, red is for lock, and brown is for defrost. Okay, now we can start rearranging. So to reconnect the buttons is super simple. Slide the connector through the opening and then clip it in place. Do not start with the button first because you won't be able to connect the connector. There you go. Nice. There we go. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Completely. Like this. Okay. So right now I'm routing the wire behind the dash, making sure it won't get pinched anywhere. Okay, so allow me to bring you guys a bit closer. So as you can see, here is the wiring, and I routed it behind here, up here. Routed it. Comes out here on top. Wait, if I can just get this freaking brightness set. There we go. Comes out here, and then it goes back there. There we go. And it goes back there. The stereo wire comes out, up and into where the blank used to be. As you can see, this is going to be my layout from now on, with the USB one, with a blank in the middle here, and the USB one over there. Let's get to it. Okay, so for this part of it, we are now going to do the actual wiring of it, and this is so straightforward, it's ridiculous. So, here's the wiring that came with the kit, right? What we're going to do is, we are going to take this wire here, when I'm tapping on over there, that's plugged into the 12 volt, it's going to go here, and then this is going to go where the 12 volt is, and it's going to provide power to both the charger up top and the 12 volt here at the bottom. Simple as that. Alrighty, so I just pulled this wire out a bit more so you guys can see. I am going to tuck it away though, but I just wanted to connect this so you guys can see how it connects. You can see there's a little ports at the back, and then we are just going to plug in one by one, just like that, and just like that. Now, I don't think it matters which one goes where, it just provides power. Okay, I'm gonna just go turn on the ignition quickly, and then we can test both ports and see if they work. Let's see. Here we go. It's lighting up, looking lovely. Okay, now I brought a Type A USB connector. This is Type A, you know, the normal one that we know. And I also brought a Type C to C. So let us plug it in. Okay, it's plugged in. By the way, it can go both ways, which is super cool. So if I take it out, you see right now, it's right way up. If I take it out, put it upside down as well, and it will still work. Now, the pièce de résistance is that we are going to charge a phone, and it should enable fast charge on said phone. So here's my fiance's phone, and I will insert the charger. Okay, it's charging. It is fast charging, and that's with the USB Type A. Now let's try Type C. Okay, Type C is Type C, bro. You know, you can plug it in any which way you wanna. And again, the proof is in the pudding. We just insert the charger again. It's charging, and it says fast charging enabled. So, just as they advertised, it works. Now I'm gonna neaten everything up again, and we'll be back. Really quickly, if you guys are enjoying the video, please like, please subscribe, and please comment down below if this is a mod you would do. The goal for this year is to get to 5,000 subscribers, and I just want to thank you guys very much for 2,100 subscribers. Anyways, back to the video. And there you have it. USB charger is installed. Everything else is how it should be. Nice, easy installation for you guys there. Whew. I must say, it's simple, but it takes a lot of work. But yeah, no, it's gonna look nice at night. And there we have it, guys. That was the USB charger install from Temu. I think it looks great. It looks factory. I love it. And the reason I love it is because a lot of times when you go on long distance trips, you tend to forget to charge your phone for some other reason. It might be Murphy's new law, but it happens. And this basically eliminates the need, or not the need to charge your phone, but it's a nice backup to have. It's a nice backup to have. You know you'll always have it. You won't forget the car charger or anything like that. So that's always a plus. It looks factory, like I said, it looks clean. It fits right in. And yeah, it's just another way to modernize your old Mark IV Polo. So if you guys enjoyed the video, once again, please like, please comment, and please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.